Young Sam had been sent off to chip shop by his mother, who'd kissed him on the lips and told him as how he shouldn't dawdle coming back with 3 lots of Addock and Chips. Now Sam were a good boy, as good as could be, and bright for his age, they all said, and he clutched hold at money, and he set off for the shop, repeating these words in his head. Addock and Chips, Addock and Chips, the words that his mother had spoke. Over and over, again and again, he wished Mum would give him a note. Now Mrs. Storm, cleaning her windows with washed leather, were getting to grips. "Hello there, young Sam," she said as he passed, and Sam shouted, "Addock and Chips." Mrs. Storm thought poor little mite as she watched him go skipping down lane, and said as how bloody computers were driving old childer insane. It were just like his dad and his mother, all tarred with same brush, she said, with their whippets and ferrets and pigeons and such. They were all of 'em out of their head. Now by this time Sam had reached Pet Shop, and smell made him fur lick his lips, 'cause Pet Shop were next door to Chippy, and Sam could smell Addock and Chips. He looked hard and long at kittens in shop, and he said if he had one he'd be ever so kind, and he wished, how he wished as he had one. It drove everything else from his mind. There were people stood outside Chip Shop, and Sam had to push his way through, but he were only thinking of kittens as he took up his place in queue. He heard someone at front give their order, "Steak pudding and chips and some peas." "That's £1 10 said the lady in white. "Thank you, goodbye. Who's next, please?" Well, the queue it got shorter and shorter, and young Sam got to shuffling his feet as people went home with their dinners. So hungry, some ate 'em in the street. "Now then, young Sam," it were lady in white, "and what can I get you?" she said. But Sam, he were thinking at kittens. It had gone clean out of his head. Sam just stood there with mouth wide open, trying as hard as he could his mum's words to recall. But all he could think of were kittens, kittens, just kittens, that's all. Now we're right out of puddings, and we're right out of peas, and there's not but 1 piece of cod, but we've plenty of haddock and plenty of chips, said the lady. Sam just give a nod. "I'll give you 3 lots of haddock and 3 lots of chips for you and your mum and your dad, and hurry up home so they'll not go cold. Go on now, Sam, there's a good lad." Sam set off a running and soon arrived home. His mum were waiting at the door. "Well done, Sam," she said as she patted his head, but Sam just looked down at the floor. He stood for a while, then he started to smile as words tumbled out from his lips. "It's all right, Mum, it's all right," Sam said. "I've remembered it. Addock and Chips." Well, Sam's mum and dad, they loved him so much that they both said how good it would be if they bought Sam a kitten from Pet Shop, and they'd take him there straight after tea. Well, Sam, he were fairly delighted, and this time words came from hushed lips. "Thank you, Lord, for me mum and me dad, and thank you for Addock and Chips."